Okay, how about now?
Big Merc 83. Muted.
Okay, how about now? Nothing?
Big Merc 83. Sup gang Nobel 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 Nobel. Phil. Good.
Is there
Big
an
Merc 83. Now good.
is there an echo?
Phil. But low.
All right. All right. How's that? Is that better? I wonder which.
Les Peter Guitar Jam.
Moo.
Moo.
Moo Cyber. What do you guys think? How's the sound now? How's the sound?
Big Merc 83.
How's the sound
Great thumbs
now?
up.
How's the sound? How's the sound now?
Phil.
How's
Excellent.
the sound? Okay, so my wonderful girlfriend brought me some cannabis here that is just fantastic. It's some kind of a purple. I'm thinking it's like Purple Punch or Granddaddy Purps or Grape Ape. It's very purple, and it's got a really nice kick to it. Her and I were having a fun time earlier. She said, "Yeah, you know, I got this cannabis for my friend." She's like, "I don't know if it's very good. Could you try it out for me?" I was like, "Oh yeah, you know, that's what I do. You know, I'll try it out for you. I'll let you know what I think. Absolutely." She pulled it out in this bag. I was like, "Oh my God, man, that shit looks awesome." She's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, it looks great, man. Was that some kind of a perps or something?" She's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Well, let's smoke some, man, you know?" Shit was good, man. We got baked. So I'm going to mix some of that together right now with a little of this OG. And a little something extra on top, too. Possibly. We'll see how it goes here. Yo, Enoch, what's up?
YUBeesland 420
Phil?
Torres. Yo son, what up?
Merc, what's up, guys? Man, I had so much to cover on the show today. I put it all up on Twitter, so you guys just go to Twitter to see all the stuff, man. There's so many things. And I'm tweeting across all my channels now, and I'm retweeting from all my channels, and go give it a shot, you know. Cyber was there. I saw Cyber there. I think I saw Nick Brown on Twitter too. Thank you guys for that. Okay, man. So we've got this cannabis here, and I think we're ready to go. Got my little Rubik's Cube bong going here. I think I want to do a little bit of this. How about a little bit of this, huh? You want to do a little bit of that? I don't want saggy man boobs for this show.
Funny. Yo Nay, what's up? Enoch YUBeesland 420 Torres.
I got
It's so bright in the
I got to
background sun.
Ferrigno up a little bit. Get the green paint. I'm ready. It's so bright in the background sun. Yeah, it's the sun is just coming straight in. And you know, I can mute the sound here too. I'll close my door here. There we go. All them hamburgers are showing, man. Who's ready to smoke now that I'm all pumped up? Because I wasn't going to be able to do that after a bong rip, especially this stuff. So I want to make sure to get a good set in. Okay. Cool down really fast. And then bong rip. Okay, I'm ready
I'm
to,
ready.
Nugs. Nugsy. All right, no law regarding cannabis, folks. Cheers.
Enoch YUBeesland 420 Torres. It's sunny in Florida. Next money. Cheers. Enoch YU Beaslin 420 Torres. Cheers. Hashtag NLRC.
You remember what I told you guys? I just discovered this. Oh my God. After you do a bong hit, I told you guys if you do something physical right after the bong hit, or you do it while you're holding the hit in, and then you exhale, you'll get really high. That works beforehand too. I didn't realize. If you do a set and then or do something physical and then you take a bong hit, it's the same effect. I got so much higher off of that bong rip because I had just done something physical. And the reason it worked like that is because I did a set and my adrenaline started pumping through my body. My blood, everything was pumping through my body more. So when I took that bong hit, it just hopped right on the frickin' freight line that was already zipping by. So it works both ways, man. I didn't know that. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, now that I got the bong hit in me, I think I'm ready to cover some good stuff for you guys. And I made a clip, a 1-minute clip. Make it real simple, to cover. And I put it on Twitter. And I tweeted it at Sabby Sabs and a few other people. Sabby followed me. You guys, Graham Elwood liked one of my tweets or retweeted me. Ron Placone gave me some play. Lee Camp followed my new account.
Same thing happens
Truthier.
to me when I drink liquid meth.
Billy! What's up, Billy? All right, so let's do this. Oh, yeah. How many years ago did I start warning you guys about this? There's a horse collapsed in New York City. A carriage horse. How often do you see that? You're going to see it more often. They need to stop doing that. They need to stop those carriage rides. It's obviously too hot for horses now. But, whatever. Yeah, they need to switch to camels, right, Billy? Damn, Nay, how many accounts do you got? I forget. Same as Unholy Rome.
YU Beaslin 420 Torres. Billy HHHJ Woo. Sub buddy.
I'd like to have all of my Twitter accounts. Man, I wonder if Shut the Fuck Up Shitlib likes any of my videos that I've made. Anyway, so I've got a video clip, and I said I tweeted it at Sabby Sabs. So this is going to clear everything up really quick because I had told you guys that Nina Turner, we covered this. She was playing the race card against Jimmy Dore. But before that ever happened, I told you Nina Turner's not to be trusted. I said she was at one point somebody who I thought I could get behind, but she helped, like all these other politicians, help me realize that they're all buyable and they all sell out. She sold out to the Democrats. You can tell by her rhetoric and who she's supporting and how she's telling people to vote. And I noticed this a long time ago. After I had dropped my support for her, I was very vocal about it on the show, right? Well, then this came up, and this is what I said about it. I want you guys to watch this. Let me just pull this little clip up here for you. I got to get rid of a couple things here. Okay, that cleans it up. Okay, that's good. Here we go. So just watch this little 1-minute clip of my video, okay? And I want you guys to hear what I said yesterday about all of this, okay? Listen. Let's step it up a notch. Then she says, when Jimmy Dore knocks a black progressive woman for pointing out conservatives' hypocrisy,
and USDA's responsibility
when
to
it comes to
ensure
the
paid
FBI,
work animals have
he's
gallons and
serious
gallons
about
to
being
drink per hour.
anti-black and protecting conservatives.
SRY.
Wow, it's crazy. I think it's just you can only give a horse so much water, but if it's too hot and they're standing on black top concrete, the amount of water isn't going to help, man, because with the black that they're standing on, that's amplifying the heat, and now it's even hotter than ever before. This is just insane. Anyway, let's go back to the beginning, okay? I'll go ahead and I can. I could mute the server. You guys, your talk, but it's a little hard. Hey, I'm trying to play a minute video for you guys. But in order for me to do it, okay, I just need you guys to stop talking for a second and listen to this. Okay, it's 1 minute clip. Here it goes. Then she decides to step it up a notch. Then she says, when Jimmy Dore knocks a black progressive woman for pointing out conservatives' hypocrisy when it comes to the FBI, you know he's serious about being anti-black and protecting conservatives. So he's not being anti-black just because your skin is black, Nina. And you can't use that in an argument against people. It's not fair. It's called playing the race card, Nina, and you don't get to do it. And people like me, white people and black people, are going to call you out on your bullshit. Oh, that was in the video. Okay. And black people are going to call you out on your bullshit today. Watch. I'm not going to be the only person saying this about Nina Turner. Yeah, you know what I said about Nina? I was like, Nina, you finally jumped the shark enough publicly to where I can show my audience that you're full of shit. I told you guys. I told you guys. Jimmy Dore is not a racist. He might be wrong, and he might be defending Trump for whatever reason. I think that's stupid. But then she decides to step it up a notch. Okay, so this is what Sabby Sabson put up this morning. I've got to find... Now let's find Sabby's video. So I might have to just type in her channel here to find it really quick. Because I thought pretty sure I liked it and retweeted, but I don't know from which channel. So okay, here we go. Oh, because it wasn't Sabby. It wasn't Sabby. Oh my God, it was somebody else. My bad, my bad. Somebody else put up the video of Sabby. So, yeah, it doesn't exist here. So, what I could do is I could see if I retweeted or liked it. I came to the same conclusion yesterday. I'm so glad we all agree. I think this will bring us to it. Yeah, here it is. So after what I said, after what you guys heard me say, Sabby said, which was yesterday morning, Sabby said this morning. So listen to this.
Made me sad. I'm starting to feel it now. So far, this is not the part that made me sad. I'm starting to feel it now because we're getting into it.
I love the emotion. Love it. You know, because listen,
Nina Turner responded.
You know, let's just talk about this a little bit. You know, this is obviously someone like myself who had faith. We had put our faith and we put stock behind Nina Turner. And like myself, she is feeling the disappointment that I felt when I was able to see Nina Turner for what she really is. And now Sabby is going through exactly what I went through a long time ago, months ago, maybe even years ago. I'd have to go back and find it. But, you know, I sympathize with Sabby so much here because I get it so much. She is going through the you know, the 12 steps of loss, you know. Oh, God. You could just
tweet
see it in her
here,
face.
and she said, when Jimmy Dore knocks a black progressive woman
Cheers.
for pointing out
Cheers to
conservative
Sabby
hypocrisy
Sabs. Check her
when
out,
it
guys.
comes to the FBI,
Go follow Sabby
you know
Sabs.
he's serious
Sabrina
about being
Salvati.
anti-black
Go find her.
and protecting
Seek her out.
conservatives.
Cheers, everybody. No law regarding cannabis.
And now I feel it again. This is the part I think that makes me feel sad. And I'm going to tell you why. It's not even the part about protecting conservatives. It's the part about being anti-black. Here's the problem. If you look at Jimmy Dore's tweet, when leftists cheer on the FBI, you know they're serious about being a Democrat. If you go back and you look at Nina Turner's original tweet, when she says her prediction is these are what MAGA Republicans are going to do, there's nothing in either one of those tweets that has anything to do with race. So it made me sad. It made me sad to see that Nina had to throw in the anti-black part. Mm-hmm. Whether that's how she feels about him or not, mm-hmm. I had to ask myself, mm-hmm. does it fit the current situation at hand? Mm-mm. No, it didn't.
No, of course
That's
not.
The problem.
That was a problem. That's not leadership
I've
quality
had criticism
material.
of Nina Turner. I don't agree with her on everything. I don't agree with Jimmy Dore on everything.
Me neither, girl.
But I never thought I would see her stoop to that level. I really never thought that.
I saw it coming, hon.
I felt like that.
And that's why people like Sabby should listen more to me. Because I saw this coming and I warned them all. I've been warning people about everything. I warned you about climate change. I warned you about YouTube silencing all of us. I warned you about Nina Turner and AOC and Bernie Sanders and all of these people. As soon as it became evident to me, I dropped my allegiances and totally exposed everyone for exactly what they were. I have no filter. I have no allegiance. I have I'm not chained to anybody. You know, nobody owns me and nobody can own me. You know, could I use a little bit more money? Yeah, I probably could. You know, I'm kind of financially strapped right now. So, you know, maybe somebody could try to buy me off and shit, and I would tell them to go fuck themselves, and I would expose them for who they are. For the person that tried to buy me off and feed me a fucking narrative. You know? You're always going to get that here, man. Come listen to this show. I promise you, I'm going to get it before everybody else does. I'm going to nail it for you, and I'm going to say, this is how it is. This is the truth. And people like Sabby, they're going to come to the same conclusions as me.
Note.
Because she's keeping it real, man. And when people keep it real, they sound identical. It doesn't matter if she said this before me or I said it before her. We didn't hear each other's. I don't think she saw me. You know, no one sees me. So, you know, she came to the exact same conclusions that I did. So, you know, if you'd rather be seeing Sabby smoking some cannabis while she's telling you this, then come check out my show. But definitely check out Sabby because she's a sweetheart and she's smart and she's correct. You know, and she keeps that shit real. So you gotta give credit when you see it. That's what I try to do here for y'all.
Garden. Download Twitter or visit twitter.com and search at Nays Garden at Nays Garden Show, Truthier News for the full podcast experience. YouTube channel at Truthier News on Twitter. Fried Drive. Bears.
Bears. I love it. Bears. Bears, 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 bears. There's gonna be bears. There's gotta be bears. There's gonna be a bear. Where? Over there? There might be a bear. I don't care. Yes, I care. There might be a bear over there. Please don't stare. Stare at the bear. The bear might care, and then he might scare. Scare your hair. That's scary there. That scary bear. Bear, bear, bear. Poem inspired by Billy Ballantyne. I bet there was a haiku in there somewhere. You could probably fish one out of there. You know, let me tell you something. Cyber Reload, he retweets all my shit now, bro.
Bear bears. Fried
I
drive.
tried to call you,
Did
Cyber.
you know it only takes one bear to kill 2 adult male ducks?
Cyber's here. I didn't realize that. Cyber, you being quiet? Oh, I can't hear you. Hold, please. What's going on with that? Oh, there must be another Discord thing. Okay, wait. Let me change. Now, maybe the Discord sound thing isn't on, right? Maybe your volume is... I'm sure your volume's all the way up. Yes, it is. Okay, so we're going to check the settings where it says voice and video. Yeah, it says input, output, default. No, not default. We need it on the JBL, bro, or it won't work. Okay? What is going on with that?
Testing.
Oh, you're there.
Testing.
Yeah, we hear you.
Testing.
You're there.
Hello.
Hey.
How's my mic?
Your mic is perfect. It sounds better than it's ever sounded ever before.
Okay, I tweaked it a little today.
Wow, bro. What did you have to do?
I just put a little more what you call compression on, and turned it also a little more gain on.
Bro, dude, you're rocking. It's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, I might even be able to
Cool.
turn you down just a tad, which would be great. So then there's always room to turn you up.
Yeah. I could even turn it up higher, but I was afraid it would distort my voice.
It's perfect.
Cool.
Yep, you're good. We're good. We're good. So there was so much to discuss. It wasn't just what was going on with Jimmy Dore, Nina Turner, and Sabby. There was so much more going on today. What with Donald Trump, the Democrats are fucking feeding into this whole narrative that this is the one time that Donald Trump's finally going to go down. And people like Lawrence.
Fried drive. Cheers. White wedding.
Cheers to Billy Ballantyne. There's people like Lawrence O'Donnell and shit are on the news freaking out, and they're like saying, "Oh yeah, this is the time. This is it. They got him now." With the FBI, and then people on the right, you know, like I'm sure the whole Fox type crowd, they're saying the FBI's overstepped their bounds. We have to defund the FBI. It's crazy. What they did was uncalled for. Donald Trump is a prince and our angel, and he should be not messed with at all. He's completely innocent in anything he's done. Don't investigate him. Don't take papers from him. Don't raid his home. Oh, it was a raid. Oh, it wasn't a raid. Oh, how could it be a raid? Blah, blah, blah. You know, there's all these arguments going around. So that was all going on in the news. And then, you know, Graham Elwood liking my New York City homeless proof design. You know, I have this thing about the homeless man. I have a lot of...
Fried drive. Did you see the Mar-a-Lago ha 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 banner plane?
Mar-a-Lago ha 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 banner plane. Yeah, I saw it. I did. So a plane flew over Mar-a-Lago with one of those signs behind it, towing a sign that said ha ha ha. That's all it said. Ha ha ha. Oh, someone paid for that. You know, people have so much money today, they don't know what to do with it. But it'd be nice if they gave some to the homeless, because I put up a video today on Twitter, and it's from Truthier News, and it's my this guy that I watch on YouTube. He's great, man. He repairs computers and cell phones and shit like that. He was pointing out how this. Oh, well, let me just show you the fucking video, man, because it's obnoxious as hell.
Josh G.
Hey everybody, how's it
That's
going?
the
So
fuck
if you
you
needed
money.
any more proof that New York City was designed by assholes, I just thought I would put this here. This is from my old neighborhood. I used to live right around Marcy Avenue and Park in Brooklyn, and they have
Oh, I've
these
seen
grates
that.
where you'll have kind of hot air come up from underground.
That's
I think
Lewis,
it's from the subway.
right?
I'm not
That's
exactly
Lewis.
sure, but it'll just kind of, I think it's like for ventilating the subway. And what happened in the winter, because you have a lot of homeless people in New York City, because of both mental illness and also the fact that a shitty studio apartment can cost upwards of $2,200, is you had people that would sleep on these grates so that they wouldn't freeze to death. So you started at some point to have like 2 or 3 or 4 homeless people sleeping on these at a time. And what they did is, instead of like try to figure out how they can solve the root cause of the homeless problem, I talked about this in a recent video where New York City's paying $3,500 to $4,500 about a month to a quote charity that Cuomo had started 25 years ago. What they do is they put this stuff over it so that it's actually painful, so that now you can't lie down on this to sleep, because not only is it a metal grate, but it also sticks up in certain sections. Like you can see this one sticks up higher than some of the other sections, so that if somebody were to lie down on this, they would actually feel physical pain. And I'm confident that that would totally fix the homeless problem in New York City. All you got to do is put these grates on top of here, so that if someone tries to sleep somewhere where they will be warm and not die, they won't be able to. So good job, New York City, at tackling the homeless problem. Great job, as always. The $70 to $90 billion budget that we have per year at work. That's it for today. As always, I hope you learned something.
We did.
Yeah,
Hey,
I've
every-
seen that video before, man. That's Lewis. He owns a electronic repair shop in New York.
Yes, he does.
I've seen that shit.
Yes, he does.
I've seen that exact video. I even think I fucking commented on it.
You know what's funny about that guy? Is
No.
when he used to do his videos, he would sit in that big black chair and he would have his cat
Yeah,
with him.
yeah, with a cat.
Yeah.
With a cat.
And the
Yeah.
chair was like an oversized chair, and he's already a small guy. So
Yeah.
he's sitting in that chair and it made him look tiny. It was so funny. He looked like this tiny, tiny little person. Little tiny. He's not that small. But because the chair
Josh
is so
G.
big.
Yup, and you see spikes and
was a
points under bridges and overpasses to keep him from sleeping there too. Shit's so sad.
It was like a cartoonishly large chair, though.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it was like, even if I sat in that chair, it would make me look like a little person. So it was just funny. It just swallowed him up. Josh says, that's fuck you money, yep, and you see spikes and points under bridges and overpasses to keep them from
Josh
sleeping.
G. Just use that fucking tax money and build a shelter at minimum.
A tax shelter. It's kind of a funny tax shelter, right? Yeah, though. A homeless shelter.
At some point when you have time, check that video out I linked in Discord. Put it on double speed or something like that.
All
You
right.
don't have to watch it now, just at some point.
All right.
I just saw it earlier today.
What? That video? That's the one I put up.
No,
The one they're
in
deleting
Discord?
the internet?
Yeah?
What, bro? I tweeted that today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm subscribed to that dude.
Oh
okay.
my God. Cyber. Let's talk about it, okay? This is great.
Yeah.
This is the greatest thing that's ever happened on this show. So I watched a video today, and remember I told you there was a bunch going on and so much to cover, and blah, blah. This is one of the things that Cyber literally brought it up, didn't realize that I had watched the same thing that he watched, right? Now,
If you don't think
Cyber and I have a different view of this. It's going to be interesting. So I'm going to end up just disturbingly destroying this guy. Over this.
I'm not saying he's right
Over
at
this
all.
video.
I'm just saying that I mean, it's weird, you know. I'm not.
It
saying
won't
he's
be
right.
weird when I
I'm
explain. Here, I'll
saying-
just explain it to you really quick. It's not weird because what it is if they were serving up 1 billion searches on every search, bro, it would.
Fred Drive.
That's data.
Here in Knoxville, they just unleash herds of bears on the homeless.
It's that how
Then they
fucking
use Chuck Norris to catch all the
categorized it
bears.
is. That
Elementary,
you
really.
fucking they sifted out all the information except for the black and white. You know, there's nothing in between no more. There used to be that.
That's not true. They're going to give you the best search hits based on how many people go to those searches, how many people go to those websites, and it's not because they list them that way. They rank them. So let me explain. When this guy is looking at those results, and he's like, look, it says there were 96 billion results, and now when you get up to page 34, it says there's only 134. He goes, what did they do with all those results? I'm going to explain it to you. These search engines have gotten so big, and these companies have explained that. They've been confronted with this a long time ago. This isn't a new thing. So he's literally using this like it's some kind of a conspiracy, which is hilarious because he's taking advantage of people. So what this is these companies said, look, if these searches are becoming so popular and there's so much that every time we have to serve up all this information, we have to have servers that can handle these amounts of searches. So what we've done is we'll show you how many legitimate search hits you got when you made the search on our engine. But we're only going to show you what we consider to be what most people want to see, and we're only going to give you a history back as far as most people want to go. So once you get to page 34, they had looked and said, well, that's as far as 98% of people go. 2% of the people that were doing these searches were going back as far as he was going, which is, pretty desperate. If you can't find what you're looking for, I'd probably change the way you worded the search if you haven't found what you're looking for, because, basically that's all I've ever had to do is if I don't find it in the first 2 pages, I reword it, make it more specific or whatever, and then I find what I'm looking for. This costs them money to serve up all that data. So to cut back on their costs for themselves and for their advertisers, they have decided to limit the amount of searches that are visible during any given search. They try to give you what you want. So it's not we're trying to hide information from you, and we've selected all of these things, these pertinent things in between that we feel like would really help you, but we don't want you seeing that. We want to direct you just to our advertisers, and it's not really as devious as this guy tries to make it out to be.
Oh, I'm not doubting that. I'm not doubting that at all. It's just, I just found it weird there's only less than 1,000 fucking pages showing up instead of
right.
more.
Well, now you understand why that is. And what's funny is the part that I talk about on the show about this guy is you go through the comments section. And in the comments section, it's hilarious is because so many people are like, you're always right about everything. I had a suspicion about this 5 years ago, and you have confirmed my suspicion. Every single comment in the comment section is like that. And you keep going, you keep going, you keep going, you keep going, you keep going.
He is a fucking conspiracy dude.
Oh, I know. I could tell just by this one video. So I clicked on, I kept going, right? Like he kept going in his searches. I kept going in his comment section. And finally I found some people that were like me. And they were like, bro, you understand that, these companies have been confronted with this in the past, and they do this because, well, the exact same thing that I just told you. And they're like, they all understand it. And they're like, this is not a conspiracy. It's not like they're keeping information from you. But you have to scroll way, way down to find those comments in the section. But here, now so everyone can see what you and I are talking about. This will be funny. Watch this.
Think that there is an active attempt to control what information is being seen by the masses, well, then you're about to see something that is so unbelievably disturbing that you'll never forget it. In fact,
it's not disturbing
the way
at all.
He talks.
I know. It's not disturbing at all. They're limiting the amount of searches they're claiming that are available to you. But the truth is, if you start tracking it back to a certain amount, they'll tell you exactly how many searches they're serving up. If it's 136 or whatever, they're like, yeah, this is how many searches we're really going to serve up to you. But this is how many hits you got when you look for this. This is how many available websites that discuss this there really are out there. We're just not going to give it to you. And they're literally being truthful by showing you that. It's really, if they were a little bit more explicit, if it said it at the top of the page, when it says there were 1.8 billion hits on this that originally your search brought up, And then underneath that it says 134 of these have been selected to be available to you.
This is something that you can experiment with on your own in about 30 seconds, and you'll see firsthand that there is something quite disturbing
Dave
going
C.
on.
Fishing.
Now,
Sup?
let me just jump into this so you can
Token
see
Dave.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Super trooper
So here I
trendy
am on
dabber
Google,
duper.
and what I'm going to do
Makes
is I'm going to
sense.
type in a controversial topic, which is, let's go with climate change, as this is something that is highly debated. And as you can see here at the top, we have about 6.68 billion results in a little more than half a second. So scroll to the bottom, and what we're going to do is we're just going to scroll all the way over to page 10, and notice that it still has 6.68 billion results. But what we're going to do is we're going to keep jumping forward as far as they'll let us go. And when you see what happens next, you're going to be quite surprised.
No, you won't, because I just told you what's going to happen.
It goes to page 20, and then all of a sudden you have just 194 results. Where's the other 6 billion? Okay, here we go.
Billion.
In order to show you the most relevant results, we have omitted some entries very similar to the 194 displayed. If you like, you can repeat the search with the omitted results. Okay, let's do that. And as you can see, we have, again, 6.8 billion results in a little more than half a
What's up,
second.
bro?
Yo, Ice,
So
what's
bear
up?
with me as we continue this little exercise. As I assure you, it will be worth the wait. So here we go,
It's 5 o'clock.
right past page 20. And again, notice, so here we are on page 22.
Les
Still
Peter
at
Guitar Jam.
6.8
Yo, Ice.
billion results. But let's just keep going. And unfortunately, it only lets us go about 4 or 5 pages at a time. But bear with me because you'll see in just a moment what happens. We're already at page 38. And notice just, and by the way, we're still at 6.8 billion results. Notice that because that detail is going to become quite important. And notice that we still have mainstream articles all the way back. BBC, Sky News, .edu, Royal Society, all these .orgs, these educational ones,
Yeah.
Pew Research.
Plenty of great research.
All right, let's go to
Plenty of-
page 42.
Plenty of great searches.
Still, notice 6.8 billion search results. So let's keep going. Whoa, okay, page 45, only 443 results. Well, let's go back to page 44 and see what happens. Again, 6.8 billion it's back to. And notice we got different books all about man-made climate change, and we're destroying the earth, and all mainstream articles, and some YouTube videos. But notice that when you go back to page 45, it just stops. So I know what you're thinking. Well, let's just try a different topic. I'm sure you'll recognize this day. Okay, we have 8.46.
So he does the same thing for January 6th. It's he does the same thing. It's just the way the search engine works, man, you know, and he thinks he's uncovered this big conspiracy. Actually, he probably realizes it's not some big conspiracy at all, because it literally explains down at the bottom of the page that we're filtering out these results. It just says it, you know? So he presents it to us. He had 60,000 views on that video. And Cyber Reload was one of them.
Keith Markham.
And
What
so-
up, Nay? Haven't heard from you in a minute.
And so was I. And I watched it and I was like, oh my God, dude, really? Whoa, you got me to click on it though. You got me and my boy Cyber to click on it.
Yes, he
And
did.
it's funny that Cyber sent it to me in chat. He's like, you gotta check this out. Oh, I'll check. I checked it out, bro.
Diana Slavic.
I checked
Sorry,
it out
Nay,
and
I got
vetted it. I
patience for his
vetted it
rambling.
thoroughly for you. Sorry, Nay, I don't have patience for his rambling. He's making something out of nothing. I mean, there's
Mike Pasquarello. WHT is up, Cyber.
there. Cyber.
Yeah, I already said hi to him.
Okay.
That's why he responds.
Right on. So, I just didn't want to walk on that. If you're going to say something back.
No, it's all good.
So, this guy already basically figured this whole thing out all on his own, and he just decided to still make a video out of it. And You know, at the very end, I didn't get it to the very end, but at the very end, he probably says it's nothing. I wouldn't be surprised. But he gets 60,000 views on that video, man. 60,000 views. He's got 1.34 million subscribers, and he just sits there and acts like he's some kind of fucking superhero of knowledge, bro. Oh my God, it's so sad that many people watch him.
He was on Joe Rogan. It was after that he kind of
got big.
He
got on Joe Rogan. Yeah, he got on Joe Rogan's show. Yeah, that'll boost you. That'll give you a big boost in your podcasting. Hey, man, this is the greatest podcast of all time ever.
Josh G, you should stitch his video and show him how it's not the case.
Was. That never was. God damn, dude. I get depressed seeing that he's got 60,000 views. Bright Insight. I bet you everything's bullshit on his channel. I don't even want to look at it.
Oh, it is. He's a big fucking conspiracy fucking nut.
Okay. Well, I'm glad people want to pay for that. You know what I said about Jimmy Dore and Jackson Hinkle? I said maybe they really are doing it for the money. Maybe they really don't care about their audiences and they really are just looking to see what'll get them the most clicks. You know?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, man.
Yo, Billy, man, 6 years ago, there is a video just popped on my desktop. It says, man gored by elk while taking video. It's 2 minutes and 31 seconds, dude. A man was gored by an elk when he walked right up. I want to see the goring. People are so stupid. This could have been me with that bear the other day. A man was gored by a bear in his front yard the other day when he allowed his pit bull to go up to a bear. You know, in my specific case, I didn't know there was a bear there. In fact, I retraced the steps of that journey today.
Josh G. Jackson was announcing how many viewers he had and comparing himself to Sam Cedar's audience. Only time will tell, I suppose, with old Jackson.
Jackson's awesome, dude. Jackson's got his own thing.
Hey, Iceman.
He's got...
What up, man?
Iceman! Yo,
I guess I need to go take a piss so we can kill.
Kill.
Hey, you know what I bought yesterday, Iceman?
What?
A crossbow.
From oh shit! You bought the one from Cold War, didn't you?
I don't know where. I just know I bought a crossbow and got quite a few kills with it. It's awesome.
They don't have the Modern Warfare's gun or crossbow has the explosive tips and the thermite tips.
Oh yeah,
I want to say Black Ops don't give you them. They just have bolts, regular bolts.
Yeah, and all you can
Naze Garden. Download Twitter or visit twitter.com and search at Naze Garden at Naze Garden Show, Truthy or News for the full podcast experience.
What she said.
YouTube channel at Truthy or News on Twitter.
What she said. Man. What she said, man. He's going to be okay.
Who?
The guy that got gored by the elk.
Oh.
Big Merc 83. Hashtag kill.
It was 6 years ago.
Kill.
Oh my God, the elk horns are so sharp. Dude, have you ever seen elk horns? It's like somebody went up to him with frickin' sandpaper and got him sharp as a goddamn pencil.
Hey, what up? Okay.
Fried Drive.
Yeah.
What I was saying earlier, that if a horse collapses in the heat, it's hot, yes, but the USDA put laws in place to avoid that. This is why carriages are only supposed to be in and around Central Park. Fried Drive. Horses faint all the time, though.
what's it
They're
dropping
work
to?
animals.
2% from 40? Now, is this a template so all the formulas are already done?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, because they're going to supply all that.
Is he on the phone, man?
Yeah, so there should be a markup line, or just like a subcontractor markup line item, just so you know what you're going to make on it.
He don't give a fuck.
Fried Drive.
I'm back.
I've seen horses die in full gallop.
Oh, only 2% loss, but it didn't go down to 2%. Oh, shit, man. Wow. Yeah, especially if 38% of 700 some thousand is embedded into safety shit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It won't, the visual won't come out as bad, yeah. Yeah, it won't, the visual won't come out as bad. Yeah.
I gotta go eat dinner. I can't kill.
Oh.
Well, don't get into Melissa with that. Just talk to Jared. Yeah. Yeah. No. Question shit. Yeah. Good,
Guys,
but
I'm gonna cut
he,
this show
he
early.
might stay where he's at. He's
Thanks
not
for
sure
watching,
he's gonna
everybody.
talk. He's gonna.
Bye.
Me and Danny
Love you
sat
guys.
with him and talked to him and just
See you next
explained to
time.
him,
I don't know
our
when it'll
needs
be.
and
I'll
all.
see
And I
you on
said, look,
Twitter.
he's like, oh, look, I'm
Follow
gonna
all
be
my
honest.
Twitter
This guy I
accounts.
work for not done nothing wrong
Okay.
to me.
Bye
I
bye.
get paid good. It's close to my
Truthier
house. I said,
News.
look, I'm not trying to yank you away.
Truthier.news.
If
Check
that's
out
what's better for you and your
Truthier.news.
family, then so be it. No
Find me
problem.
on
I'm not
Twitter,
trying to
guys.
waste your time. I said, but this is
Nays
what we're
Garden,
at.
Nays
This
Garden
is what we're up
Show.
against.
You
And I
name
know
it,
you're a
find me.
turnkey guy. So I
Retweet my
offered you
stuff.
more money than you're making just to see, if it entices you.
Bye, guys.
If you're willing, I said, go home.